Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. As always, when you leave a like, when you leave a comment, thank you very much to everyone out there who has been doing so. I do appreciate it. You help out with the channel's algorithm and it is very, very much appreciated. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into it. It says Bitcoin has formed a historical bottom. More upside on the horizon for Bitcoin's price. The price news the last week or so has been incredibly optimistic, and today has not changed at all. There's a lot of discussion, a lot of talk online, especially if you go to Reddit and Twitter, as to where these coins are going to go to next. It says Ethereum's volume surges. Is altcoin season ready to take off? Whenever we typically see Ethereum leading the charge, air quotes, i.e. Ethereum being the main or number one altcoin, the idea of an altcoin season begins to pop back into people's heads because, once again, Ethereum is tied to every other coin. If Ethereum ends up going up by 40, 50, 60, 70, 80%, over the next month, 2 or 3 months, altcoins are going to do the exact same thing and probably surge even higher. We had a bit of an altcoin season last year, but it was nothing like a normal altcoin season that we've seen before in the past, where, I mean, a lot of coins really, they pump by like 700, 800, 900% over the course of a 6-month period. It's actually quite spectacular to see. Every time you wake up, not joking, you've made about a good 50, 60, 70, $80,000. It is very, very weird to see. It says historic rally in sight for Ethereum. Crypto analyst Benjamin Cohen compares Ether's price action to 2017 bull cycle. You might remember as well a couple of days ago, I'm not sure the exact day, we've had a lot of slight mimics of this idea. We had one from Plan B, who said about 5 days ago that it looks like the crypto charts, or rather Bitcoin and Ethereum's charts, more so Bitcoin as he is Plan B, their charts looked very similar to the 2013, I think he said, and the 2017 bull cycle. We're getting a lot of this looks like 2017 bull cycle news all over the place. It says Cardano whale transactions signal way more upside as ADA closes first green month after 7 reds. Cardano has caught a bullish wave in price performance and appears to be on the cusp of rewarding forbearing holders. Trading data from Sentiment designates that the price of ADA is currently up over 20% in the last 10 days. The crypto market behavior analysis platform's data has indicated that ADA is likely to sustain the surge for some time, judging by its Cardano whale transaction count metric. According to Sentiment, the metric reveals that there is currently suppressed whale profit-taking activity in the market. Transactions that exceed $100,000 worth of ADA have cooled off significantly compared to other times, basically meaning whales aren't taking as much profits, and usually if you see them accelerating and taking money out of the market, it's because the market is going to cool off. They want to make profits. They think that the market has kind of capped in some sort of way, at least for the time being. Take their money out, the market ends up cooling off. They put their money back into the market. The cycle re-continues. The point is that they're not profit taking as much as they would have before, which is leading analysts to believe, especially Sentiment, that we are due for more upside. I mentioned before, the previous all-time high of Cardano was $3.60 something. I still see no reason why we can't hit that, if not between a $5 Cardano, keeping in mind, once again, the last time that we heard from Hoskinson, which was like 2.5 days ago, he mentioned, I think it was May? I think he said May to October are meant to be great months for Cardano, as they have a whole slew of upgrades coming, which would then make a lot more sense as to why prices would then continue to move upward. It says technical analysis. Here we go again. Ethereum could see liftoff if it's able to hold one crucial level. A lot of the price news today, I even had to cut a lot of it out, was based around Ethereum. It happens every 3 weeks. There's always like a day or 2 days where a lot of the price news ends up being Ethereum centric. A lot of people are very optimistic about what's going on. I believe there was a discussion from Vitalik Buterin, oh gosh, it was like a day or two ago, where he was talking about the complexities of creating or merging Ethereum 2.0 and how he hopes to simplify the network even more to make it as easy as possible for people to be able to develop on and to use and all these other things. And these things do have an effect on the actual price as people go, okay, I didn't want to use the network before. Let me try and use it now. More people are going to be on it. And a lot of the value locked within the actual network continues to rise as well. So it just makes sense. But I was quite shocked to see that so many news stories today were just talking about Ethereum, liftoff, moving up, next step, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, how high can it kind of go within the next couple of months? It says Solana finally back above $120 with a 10% surge in 24 hours. There's a handful of altcoins right now, a very small handful, that are actually above 10, 15, 20% rising over the last day or so, and Solana is one of them. A lot of the majorer coins, some of the larger coins at the moment are either, completely going sideways, or they're up by around 1% or so, which is something that we've seen mimicked over the last 2 years as well. It says Bitcoin and Ethereum on pause. Solana and I believe ZIL is Zilliqa surge. There's also some, I was going to mention it, but it's also there right here as well. Slightly tying into the price news, it says having successfully wrested control of the EOS blockchain from its controversial lead developer last year, the EOS Network Foundation, or the ENF, has laid out how it intends to build on the platform's core software. You might remember a few days ago, I was like, well, we were looking at prices, and in a lot of other coins were up, but I think EOS was up by 14% or something, and I was like, but there's no EOS news, and it's usually is that something behind the scenes is taking place that we simply don't know about. People are buying up the coin, and then the news ends up getting released. To do so, it is partnering with the consulting firm Object Computing, which has already played a key role in the initial development of the EOS.io software, an open source smart contract blockchain platform that sits at the heart of the EOS ecosystem. The most urgent improvements to the EOS.io were identified in a series of blue papers or research products conducted by the ENF into what it can be done to restore the EOS project to its former greatness. EOS was once supposed to be the Solana, the Cardano, the Polkadot, the Avalanche, you name it. It was like head contender after raising a record-breaking $4 billion via an ICO in 2018. However, the project stalled as a result of the apparent disinterest of its chief developer, Block One, forcing the EOS community to team up in order to take over the project under the recently created ENF. And I wholeheartedly don't think it was disinterest by Block One. I mean, I guess you could frame it that way, but I really just assume it was, hey guys, we made $4 billion. Let's just do whatever we want and not even care about EOS. This is what I think happened. If EOS had all the things that they were talking about, basically EOS would have had everything that Ethereum is currently trying to have right now. That's basically the rundown of what we were proposed as the ICO was actually going on. And it talks about the actual upgrades that they're thinking about doing, node endpoint, security analysis, yada, 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 et cetera, et cetera. I'm waiting for something to actually happen simply because over the last 4 years, the EOS project also gave a lot of talk. We're going to do this. This is going to happen. There are going to be this many airdrops. The price is going to rise by this much. We're going to implement this. All these different things, and, just bless them. But the ENF coming out of nowhere basically saying they're going to do the exact same things that should have been done. I'd rather them do them first and then now have a little bit more optimism back in the project. Anyway, that's the EOS news, and also why the EOS price has gone up over the last couple of days. I assume it's the excitement of what could be, but they have a lot of catch up to do, and also just building. They need, at this point, multiple decentralized exchanges on their platforms. They need coins built on top of them that are running on a daily basis. They need an NFT platform, cryptocurrency exchange, you kind of name it. The space has evolved quite quickly in the last 4 years. That's all I believe, yep, that's all the price news, at least right now. Market's still incredibly optimistic for the future as we move into April. And yeah, let's move on. Next up, CME Group, one of the world's largest derivatives marketplaces, has launched micro-sized Bitcoin and Ethereum options. They said the launch of these micro-sized options builds on the significant growth and liquidity we have seen in our micro Bitcoin and micro Ether futures. I'm sure. CME Group announced on Monday that it is now offering options on micro Bitcoin and micro Ether futures. CME's micro Bitcoin futures, or MBT, is 1/10 the size of a Bitcoin. And as one can assume, the micro Ether futures are 1/10 the size of an Ether. Tim Court, CME Group's global head of equity and FX products, commented, saying the launch of these micro-sized options builds on the significant growth and liquidity we have seen in our micro Bitcoin and micro Ether futures, sized at 1/10 of their respective underlying tokens in size. These contracts will offer a wide range of market participants, from institutions to sophisticated, wow, pat yourself on the back, active and individual traders, greater flexibility and precision to manage their exposure to the top 2 cryptocurrencies by market cap. Do you remember the news? It's about 6-7 months ago. Here's what I believe is actually happening. The news that we received before is that a lot of people aren't actually trading any of the Bitcoin or Ethereum futures contracts. There's very little interest. It was proposed to us that it might be because of their size, i.e., not many people can sling around $48,000 for one contract of a Bitcoin future. You usually want to have, 30, 40, 50, 60 contracts going at the exact same time so you can make an adequate amount of money. But that wasn't attractive enough, so they decided to make micro futures, which also weren't seeing a lot of interest. And now they have micro options for those coins as well. I think, like I proposed and said before, a lot of institutions who have decided to get into the space, I think it's very obvious for them. They know what inflation is. These are all denominated in the US dollar, i.e., if you are trading futures or options in Bitcoin and you happen to make some little bit of money at the end, you are paid out in an inflating US dollar, as opposed to simply buying the actual asset, Bitcoin or Ethereum, yourself and trading with that, so that you know that if the prices of those assets go up, you are actually still holding onto them, i.e., it's better to hold Bitcoin and Ethereum than a piece of paper that says, hey, you own a fraction of a Bitcoin through this contract, and when you cash out of it, you're going to be paid back in US dollars. So I think we've seen just a dramatic shift, and I mean in the lightest way possible. It's not like it's really their fault. I am certain that the CME Group would love to have a Bitcoin ETF, an ETN, or an ETP on there, like a physical one, on their platform, but this is as good as it gets until the US SEC stops being so special. That's the CME Group news. A lot of people, I mean, not a lot of people, but people were quite excited for this. We've seen before the movements that the market has had when we were introduced with Bitcoin future contracts, but I really think institutions don't care about these things at all. It makes no sense to hold any of these contracts, to trade any of these things when you can have the actual asset or even just trade in the asset itself, as I believe the contracts are meant to be mimicking the price of the coins. Why would I want to hold the US dollar when I can hold crypto? Alrighty. That's the CME Group micro-sized options nonsense news. And let's move on. Also in the news, Canadian oil and gas company Bengal Energy is dipping its toes into Bitcoin mining as a way of utilizing the untapped energy from its gas wells in the far reaches of the Australian outback. According to a report from The Australian, Bengal Energy is set to conduct a pilot program where roughly 70 Bitcoin mining rigs will be set up inside a portable building known as the local mining industry as a danga, which will be assembled near a series of previously out of operation gas wells in the Cooper Basin. According to Bengal Energy's Chief Operating Officer Kai Eberspesha, yeah, the company acquired the gas wells from its local oil and gas extraction partners, Santos Energy and Bridgeport Energy. Eberspesha added that the recently acquired gas wells pose an interesting problem to the energy company because they are what is known as stranded wells. Does this news sound familiar? I'm pretty sure that it does. For those of you who were not here 2 days ago, we got news that ExxonMobil is getting involved in the cryptocurrency space. How are they doing it? They're using the excess energy that they have to mine Bitcoin. Surprising, right? I'm sure that these companies have been doing this for a very long time. It must be something behind the scenes regulatorily that they're being told that they actually have to release this information now, or simply they're also maybe trying to get their stock prices up. This is also a very big thing. You might remember multiple times whenever any company, in 2017, 2018, it was if you added the word, not joking, if you added the word blockchain to your name, stock prices for those companies were going up by 200% over the course of a week, which is very unorthodox for any stock. And it made a lot of people a lot of money. And then around a year or two ago, let's say 2019, a lot of companies were trying to add ICO to their name or were announcing that they were going to be launching an ICO as a way to release more stock or whatever nonsense they were trying to talk about. And now the big thing is, first of all, everyone is into Bitcoin. We've gone over that thousands of times, and I think actually thousands of times on this channel as I'm making like 1 or 2 videos a day. The other point being, they've been all into Bitcoin for so long. I think the crunch is beginning to happen, and they're trying to figure out ways to make even more Bitcoin. If you've ever, you must have at this point, seen one of the documentaries, like 45 minutes long on YouTube, where they're discussing with someone who has a Bitcoin mining rig, like how much they're making per day and how much they expect to make in the future and the future prices and all these other things. And these people are absolutely wealthy just from what they've been doing over the last couple of years. And the only way to make more Bitcoin is to actually do something. Anyway, the point is, yeah, this news doesn't surprise me anymore because I'm certain at this point that every company on the planet is into Bitcoin, is into crypto, is thinking of buying it, holding it, whatever the actual case might be in some sort of way. So I think the next illogical step is for all the companies to simply just come out and say, hey, we are definitely into Bitcoin in some sort of way, because I think lying at this point is just nonsensical. That's the Bengal Energy, and also subsequently the ExxonMobil is getting into Bitcoin mining news, because I'm pretty sure that they were for a very long time trying to figure out what to do with their excess energy, and now they can make even more money. Yeah. Let's move on. Also in the news, Samsung is launching the world's first ever smart TV NFT platform. Thanks to a partnership with the Winklevoss twins' Nifty Gateway, Samsung is once again taking a step towards innovation, by integrating an NFT marketplace into its new range of smart TVs, making it possible for its users to enjoy part of the Web3 fever from the comfort of their homes. You could do that before. You could do that on your phone or on your laptop or on your tablet, also in the comfort of your own home. On the 30th of March, Samsung Electronics announced a partnership with Nifty Gateway, a digital art auction platform offering a wide range of NFT works, to develop the world's first ever smart TV NFT platform. This is the materialization of an effort that was first teased earlier this year. According to Samsung's official press release, Samsung's intuitive platform already supports Nifty Gateway in all of its modes in the 2022 Neo QLED and the QLED range, making it the first TV maker to integrate an NFT into its products. Where do I even begin? I believe it was 18. I want to say 18. that Samsung was the first company, I believe, to announce that they were making a cryptocurrency wallet phone. But I even spoke to all of you about that as well, because I think it was like $1,000 for it. And I was like, nah, I'm okay. I can get a wallet for free. And then they tried to make oh gosh, what was it? They were adding other coins to the wallet, which was also big news. And then I think they were trying to announce that they were going to have a decentralized exchange or like a cryptocurrency exchange on it. But I think that also wouldn't have done really well with regulators. And now, before they had gotten into the NFT space, and now they've partnered with the Winklevis to create a smart TV NFT platform. Sometimes it's just a bit much. I understand that they're trying to be the first ones. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because it's not up my alley. Is anyone out there going to buy this? And I mean, like, tell me honestly. Like, you don't have to lie on YouTube. Like, are you going to be purchasing this TV? Do you find it better that you could sit on your couch looking at the TV to buy NFTs as opposed to on your phone through an app or through your laptop? So, yeah, this was also quite popular news. I think it's because it has the word Samsung, NFT, and Winklevoss in it. For those of you who actually, if you really want to watch something, there's a documentary that came no more than about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Oh gosh, what is it? It's something along the lines of South Korea's richest families, or like South Korea's untouchable families. I forgot exactly what it is. You'll find it very easily. It has millions of views. It just recently came out. It's fascinating to see, mainly because there are a couple of companies, and I believe, according to what I watched, that Samsung is also one of them, who are so powerful that they can basically do whatever they want, and it's a bit of an eye opener. Yeah. That's the Samsung Nifty Gateway NFT Television QLED Neo 2022 Winklevoss Twins Gateway news. And yeah, let's move on. Also in the news, major American cryptocurrency exchange Kraken has reportedly started implementing the Bitcoin Lightning Network for its users a bit later than the firm originally planned. Bitcoin maximalist, okay, his name is Mr. Hodl, took to Twitter on Wednesday to report that Kraken has implemented the Lightning Network. He attached a screenshot of the supposed new Kraken withdrawal process, allowing users to complete a withdrawal request from a Lightning wallet to receive Bitcoin from their accounts. He said the Lightning Network, or rather it says, the Lightning Network runs on top of the Bitcoin blockchain to enable more users of Bitcoin. Here's the tweet right here. And also, I believe I magnified it. There we go. Here's the actual image of what it looks like to withdraw on Lightning. The Lightning Network is the only way that Bitcoin is going to be used en masse in the future. The only way. We have a lot of people who use Bitcoin currently on a daily basis as it currently is. But in order to be able to use Bitcoin for everything, Lightning is at this moment the only way that that's actually going to really take place. Even if you look at it, it says the minimum that you can withdraw with the Lightning Network, it says 0.0001 Bitcoin. I think that's roughly around $4. Or no, 40? I think it's $4. No, it's 40. I think it's $40. And then the withdrawal fee is even just 1,000 Satoshis, which is a little high, but I'll let it slide simply because they are a business. They are a cryptocurrency exchange, and they do want to take their own cut. This is around, I think, a $4. No, this is a 40 cents fee, which once again is a little high. The transaction fee or withdrawal fee for the Lightning Network should be around 1 to 4 cents right now. But once again, letting it slide. They are a company, and they're trying to get their own cut. Anyway, yeah, I think this is super exciting news. I predicted in 2019 that we would have seen more Lightning Network activity. It didn't really take place. A lot of it seems to be happening right now with a lot of the payment integrations going on and being able to pay for Bitcoin in things. If this does take off, if we have Coinbase, Kraken now, Binance, and basically every other crypto exchange having Lightning Network as like the base thing, like when you go on it, how do you want to send Bitcoin? Through the core chain? Or do you want to send like as an automatic thing that keeps popping up? Bitcoin will then be used everywhere automatically, especially with the news that we got before, which I told you wouldn't take off because Bitcoin's price isn't high enough yet. What's that company? Oh gosh. Was it Backed? BAKKT, Backed, and maybe some other company. They were when they partnered with Nordstrom and all these other things about a year or two ago, two plus years ago at this point, where you're able to basically pay for everything in Bitcoin. And I was like, no, it's not going to happen until Bitcoin is in the high six figures and we have the Lightning Network everywhere, because people want to be able to, I'm sure, spend some of their crypto, $13, $14 here and there, but no one's paying a $9 transaction fee. A 4-cent transaction fee makes a bit more sense. But yeah, so yeah, as it stands right now, according to Mr. Hodl, the Lightning Network integration on Kraken has begun. We should be getting news of this from the other cryptocurrency exchanges within the next couple of months. This is usually how it happens. And I say the other crypto exchanges basically because they all have their own, what do you call it? Visa cards and stuff like that now on these platforms. So you'll essentially be able to pay for everything in crypto with Bitcoin, if you will, through Lightning, which is very, very exciting. Yeah. Let's move on. Also in the news, it says, while it seems like Shiba Inu has slipped from the limelight, the meme coin and its community are actually making significant moves. Komodo, a blockchain protocol known for pioneering atomic DEX technology, has launched Shiba DEX, Shiba Inu's first cross-chain decentralized exchange. The Komodo team stated that the Shiba DEX is unique from other decentralized exchanges and cross-chain bridges in the crypto industry. Shiba DEX is blockchain agnostic by leveraging Komodo's Atomic DEX API. This means that the protocol does not rely on any particular blockchain per se, as is usual in the crypto space. Shiba DEX also beats the security and centralization challenges raised by automated. Don't make those promises. We just saw, what was the other decentralized exchange or DeFi platform that was also just hacked like a day or two ago? Don't make promises about security and centralization if you can't really back them up. The platform also allows users to perform transactions on a wallet-to-wallet basis. This is how it should have always been, via decentralized order books, as swapping via a centralized liquidity pool exposes users to impermanent loss and rug pulls. So cool. Shiba Inu is actually always in the news. I don't think they really dipped out of the limelight, the spotlight that much. It's just that we're seeing so much more Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana news in the last couple of weeks. So now they have, I think, isn't this their second or third decentralized exchange? A lot of stuff is still happening. All the upgrades are still taking place. It's just, once again, when people don't see the price skyrocketing every single day, they go, well, nothing's happening with the coin. Same exact thing with Bitcoin. We've had, was it 6 months of the price going down while tens of billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin have been accumulated. So was nothing happening behind the scenes for Bitcoin? Of course it was. Alrighty. That's the Shiba Inu has a cross-chain decentralized exchange with Komodo's Atomic DEX API. What a name. And yeah, let's move on. And to finish things off, Consensus-owned MetaMask tweeted a thread of updates on Tuesday for iPhone and Apple Pay users. The main feature is the ability to buy cryptocurrency using a debit or credit card through the mobile application, eliminating the need to transfer Ether from a centralized exchange like Coinbase into the application. Here's the tweet for it right here. MetaMask uses two payment gateways. They are Wire, W-Y-R-E, and Transac, that is T-R-A-N-S-A-K, Transac. Oh, Transac. Okay. To support debit card and credit card transactions. And I actually didn't know that. I had no clue that you were actually able to use a debit or credit card to put money into MetaMask. Now I know. Users can now use their Visa and MasterCard stored in Apple Pay to buy Ether and deposit a daily maximum of $400 into their wallets thanks to the Wire API. And I assume it's the maximum 400 because probably, hear me out, at 500, that's when the alarms start sounding for regulators and banks, because crypto for some reason is treated very differently. Banks have alarms going off if you deposit $10,001 or more in a day. I remember just about a year ago, there was a proposal that banks have to tell other banks or whatever, whoever the regulators are, I think if more than 1,000 in crypto is deposited, and I was like, that seems a bit unfair. Gas fees are reportedly lower, and according to MetaMask's tweets, some transactions may even be gasless if done on a private blockchain or if a project pays for the gas on the user's behalf. After completing an Ether purchase, MetaMask discloses that it does not profit from gas fees. Via Transact, you are able to buy Tether, USD Coin, and DAI on Ethereum. Kind of cool. I personally, myself, would not want any of my other account informations to be attached in any way to MetaMask, but I think I'm also a different kind of person. Simply, for me, the idea of MetaMask is kind of, if you use MetaMask. So integrating or tying in anything from Apple or PayPal or Visa or MasterCard into it, Anyway, I'm sure a lot of people are going to find some use out of it. MetaMask also has a lot of really interesting coins inside of it. They keep adding new coins, and spoiler, it's one of the very few places that you're actually able to even buy OMI right now, which is not too bad, as I'm still waiting for them to be added to other major crypto exchanges. Anyway, that's the MetaMask Apple Pay news. Let's move on. As always, a very special thank you to my Patreon supporters, GBU Wally, Bubble Mode, How's Life Austin, Auspicious Agile and Blockchain, Jamie Saad, Blockchain Simplified, and Let's Move On, Empire Queen, Fudweiser, Roman Gaba, Bitcoin Ben, Arachno Dave, Tony Ambroski, The Dealer's Den, Captain Something in the Z-Way, Lay, Mo Barazi, VB Nerd 21, Miguel Grolet, Lauren De Silva, Quoted Biddy, Troy Allgood, Space Case, Nita Miracle, Paternoster, Navarro Williams, Utopia 569, Moonman High, XRP, Martin Stoyer, Nostromo, John Sarson, The Animal Reader, A Bibliophobia, Todd Mullis, Adam Graysick, Wise Night Owl, 242 to the World, Bankroll Network, Crypto Artist, Coldy 3D, Setsuna, Richie Rich III, Paxis, Nick Mangialavori, Jim Gardner, Minting Coins, Jeremy Fox, Yes to Crypto, Bodie McBoatface, Anytime Fitness, Monk's Corner Staff, Bake Me a Cake, Tigara Macho Nisa, On Crypto with Lionel, and Creole and Michelle URL. Thank you all very, very much for your continued support. Thank you to everyone who is a member of the channel, who clicked the little join button below. Thank you to everyone who has left a like, has left a comment, or has subscribed. Wow, Waves is up by 63% in the last 7 days. Wow. At the moment, Bitcoin is currently at $47,126. It is down by 0.59%. Over the last 7 days, however, it is up by 9%, which is quite nice to see. Ethereum is also trending completely sideways right now. We're still at $3,400, which is great, as we were at $2,800 a couple of days ago. Binance Coin is up by 2%. Solana is up by 9% and 26% over the last week as well. Avalanche is up by 6 points. Anything else crazy going on? Uniswap is up by 17% in the last week as well. Tron is up by 8%. No Tron news. Weird. I wonder why Tron is up. Once again, I assume it's something in the background because it's always this way. It's always this way. Algorand is up by 3%, Lumens is up by 2%, VeChain Thor is up by 11% and is up by 51% in the past week. These numbers would be great for Bitcoin, and it's the same exact thing as well. I think I pass it as well. Terra Luna was jumping. For those of you who have not caught on to the news, they announced that they're trying to buy $10 billion worth of Bitcoin. The really weird part that I found was Terra Luna jumped, but not Bitcoin on the news that someone was buying $10 billion of it. Why would Terra Luna jump when no one's buying Terra Luna? I'm sure people are buying it behind the scenes, but no one's buying $10 billion worth of Terra Luna. So, do you understand what I'm saying? Anyway, anything else crazy? The Sandbox is up by 5%. Theta is up by 5 as well. ApeCoin is now in the top 44 coins. Sure, why not? You know what? Just go for it. Tezos is up by 4% as well. And EOS, there we go, is back in the top 50 and is up by 19% over the last week. So something is definitely a brewing. It would be nice, once again, if we got all those EOS promises. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having, might have at some point in the future, a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope that it is absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, and or supporting. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See